So I thought I'd do a video reply. It is in the caption. If you don't want to listen to my voice, you can read it there. But I've seen a few videos where people are like, heatless curlers are causing alopecia or hair loss, and I don't think they can actually technically connect it to alopecia, and heatless curls can be connected together. What I think the problem is, and it goes even if you use heatless curlers, rollers at night, or if you use anything, is if you wear your hair in the same style every day. So if you wear it half up, half down, you're pulling your hair, or if you wear a braid every night, you wear a ponytail. If you use the same thing repeatedly, you're going to have the same tension. So Ariana Grande is a perfect example of this. When she had her hair in like the big ponytail, and she talked about losing hair, and people could see the sides of her hair because every day she had her hair pulled so dramatically. And it's the same if you have your hair in the exact same style every night. It's what, 8-10 hours of sleep or whatever you do, and it's the same tension being pulled. So you need to change it up. So whether you do different types of heatless curls, so you do the three that I had, you had the one down the side, or you do the bun, like there's loads of different styles, or you do maybe like braids one night, one braid or two braids, or you know, you find different ways of wrapping your hair. It's more to change it up so you can still do heatless curls, because heat is obviously going to be bad for your hair, but if you have your hair pulling the same tension, it's going to affect it. So for example, if I do this kind of heatless curls in my hair every night for a whole year, there's certain pieces at each section of my hair with the three rollers that is being pulled, so will affect my scalp and will affect like your hair growth. Same if you were to do braids going to sleep, because normally if you were doing braids to get waves or something, you would do your braids a bit tighter so they last through the night when you're moving. So if you were to have one braid or two braids, like you're going to have that little pull there at the front or a little pull at the back that is going to affect it. So I think personally, I'm not a scientist, but personally, if you just change it up every night how you do it, it will be more beneficial for your hair to not do the same thing. But it is also just beneficial and better for your hair if you just leave your hair down or in a loose ponytail, like a kind of silk scrunchie or something. If you leave that in your hair going to sleep at night, and that is beneficial. But it's the same if you were to wear the exact same hairstyle for work, like in a high ponytail or a low ponytail, you need to change it up every now and again. So it's not just the heatless, it's not that the heatless curls are causing it, it's using the repetitive style, if that makes sense. And as well, another thing that could be causing hair loss or causing hair problems is when you go to bed in the heatless curls but you have your hair really wet. So you want to make sure that when you're doing heatless curls, you're kind of doing it on very damp hair so that it's almost dry before you go to sleep, and it's just holding the style. But for majority of people, obviously not everyone, your hair doesn't even really need to be wet to put a style in. It might just need, if you could do it like on fresh hair, but that would be something just to play with and see about your hair, or else like maybe trying a bit of mousse or something. But another thing would be if you're going to bed with your hair wet and maybe not having a silk pillow or not covering your hair in a silk scarf or a bonnet or something, then that would help. Another thing, I'm always posting videos of oiling my scalp, so that's one thing I really promote: coconut oil, castor oil, just the oil you find in the shop, some olive oil. I'm always talking about oiling your scalp, because no matter what process you're doing to your hair, you're changing the compound of it, so it's going to affect it. Same with products, same with like hair straighteners, everything is affecting it. So it's good to give it a good like brush through, and with hair oil can help. But I think, yeah, I don't think it can technically be linked to alopecia or anything like that. So I think just try different styles. But if you notice your hair is like falling out drastically, it could also be a whole lot of other things. It could be like medication you're on, it could be the weather, it could be just anything in your house, it could be your hair product, it could be something that's changed in your environment, just your emotions, everything. So if your hair is all of a sudden drastically falling out, because we're meant to lose a lot of hair every day, as in when you're brushing your hair and when you wash your hair, you are losing hair, so that is normal. But if you are finding it that it's falling out in clumps, or you're feeling it is a lot thinner, maybe go speak to your hairdresser, go to a tracheologist, go to your doctor, go to someone who specializes in scalp, go get your scalp cleaned, look up other options, because it could be something deeper, and it also could be just nothing. It could be just you need to relax a little bit more or something. So yeah, don't just automatically jump on the trend of like something is wrong, because I think heatless curls is definitely better than using a curler every day, and I can say that from complete experience, because for 2 years when I traveled Australia, I barely used a curler. My hair was in the best condition it's ever been, and I lightened it, was in the sun, everything. I didn't wash it very consistently. I wasn't doing hair oils, but I wasn't putting a lot of heat on it. And I know ever since coming back that I've been using more heat, and that's why I'm trying to go back to the heatless curlers, that my hair is feeling a lot worse. So I've been trying to do the heatless curlers so it can like feel a lot better, and I don't think my hair is too bad. I could probably do it a trim. But yeah, don't jump on everything you see on social media, and do some research and look into it, because I'm sure there's someone out there that's gonna say I'm completely wrong and contradict me. So do whatever works best for you, but if it is a real concern, I would go see an actual professional in it rather than just what everyone is saying on TikTok.